President Trump's Justice Department just dropped the hammer on Kate Steinle's killer by issuing, yes, an arrest warrant. This case, you know, the verdict, the not guilty verdict, just an absurdity that is getting a lot of national attention. And Attorney General Jeff Sessions was on with Tucker last night. He's vowing to do everything possible to not just go after this criminal, but also crack down on sanctuary cities. Watch.
It's time for this country to get its head on straight. These cities should not be protecting criminal aliens, people who come into the country unlawfully, then they commit another crime, and then they hide that individual and don't let them, as they did with Zapata, be turned over to the ICE officers so they can be properly deported.
So the killer, and he is the killer, is now being deported?
That will be his ultimate fate. We are confident, and we are going to do everything possible to ensure that happens, although there are some potential other charges that could be brought against him. And before being deported and released, we think he should face every charge that is proper to be brought against him. And you can be sure our Department of Justice is working right now to bring any charges that are appropriate.
I'm fascinated by the fact that the Attorney General of the United States, when asked by Tucker, you know, is he going to be deported, yes or no? And he said, well, we want to look at it. Now, in fairness to the Attorney General, he's saying, look, let's get him on other charges. Why? Okay, so that's great. Crack down. Because if we deport him, there's a good chance he's going to make it back.
Of course.
So we want to maybe throw him in prison for a while. Well, wait a second. What the Attorney General of the United States is saying, if we deport this illegal immigrant, there's a good chance he's coming back. That just shows you that even the Attorney General cannot guarantee that we're going to keep this illegal immigrant out of the country. It's remarkable.
But this case is really, I think, making the case for Trump about border security. I mean, the fact that the Attorney General is saying if we send him back, he's going to come back, it means we have not secured our border. And I think people are really outraged. I've talked to friends of mine across the country after this verdict. All of them are going, they can't understand it. They cannot understand how this happened, and he is not thrown in jail.
No, it's true. Because laws should matter and borders should matter, but they don't. Speaking of something that Ed was very excited about,
I've been dying to see what people